applied for this job because I wanted to cut loose and shake my rump.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
I want to make it clear that the views expressed by our hosts are not considered the official stance of MBR Views. Remember, this is all about having fun and enjoying the ride.
Turnbuckles and Stogies.
Yo, what up, everybody? It is us. It's Turnbuckles and Stogies. It's me, the Vanilla Gorilla. That's the big dog. We got the OG on the other side. OG, what is going on, bro? How are you?
What's up, boys?
What's going on, player?
What's up, dog?
Chilling. How you doing? Where are you at right now? That's what I want to ask. I want to ask where you at right now. Shout out. Listen, we're gonna do a shout out right now to all the veterans. I know yesterday was Veterans Day, so shout out to my dad, my uncle, my cousin, my brother, everybody. Shout out to the OG cigar tender who's a veteran. Yo, we want to give shout outs to everybody that has served, that will serve, and everything else. Yo, shout out to OG cigar tender.
What you smoking, bro? What you got lit up over there smoking?
Oh, what do I have? I got my BX3 lit up.
Oh, there you
BX3,
go. There you go.
What?
I'm getting ready to light up the CLE Habano 6x60.
So, OG, where are you sitting right now? Because I know that ain't the regular lounge.
It's the my OG Studios. It's an exclusive studio.
That's your man cave. So, ladies and gentlemen, we here live. We are on Facebook. Shout out to Don Bochinche Network. Shout out to my man Don Bochinche. He'll be on here in a few minutes. But shout out to him.
Oh. Well, see, I figured out I could click comments, everybody. So I'm figuring things out on the fly. Look at that. Look at that. See, I'm figuring out how to do things. Look at that. Things that happen when you press buttons. But, no, in all seriousness, happy Veterans Day to everybody. I know we're a little late. We usually run a day behind. We apologize.
Jump on Facebook.
But thank you for everything you guys do. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to sit here and do our podcast and smoke cigars with you guys and enjoy it and just be able to do what we do and just enjoy life.
Miss Swaggin, check us out on Facebook, Miss Swaggin, Turnbuckles and Stogies. Check us out.
Coop, what up, Coop? Good morning, bro.
Coop, good morning, brother.
What are you smoking?
Coop is working. He on the clock.
I know.
Coop is on the clock.
I know Bernie said he's smoking.
Coop is on the clock.
Let me guess, Bernie. I'm going to take a wild guess. You're smoking a Fuerte Libre Sun Country just because I'm good at what I do.
Oh, time out. So I want to give a shout out to Maddie Rocks. Go fuck yourself, Maddie.
Hey.
You and
Hey.
hold on.
Slow down.
You and Lloyd. Shout out to Lloyd. I love both of y'all. Shout out to Lloyd. But yo, hello, bitches.
Oh, Coop said he's on the clock. That sucks. I apologize, bro. But I got to listen. I got a 6x60 here, right? Right, Coop? I got a 6x60 since we're on that topic. And there's a nice little 7x70 for you. That's for later, though. Right up your alley. Nice big ring gauges.
That's what she said.
So now let me ask you this, OG, because this has been a running topic for the past couple of episodes, and not only that, a running topic I've been discussing with people is the type of cut that you like to use on your cigar. Now, for me personally, I will say that it depends on my mood. Like right now I did a V cut. I'm a little partialer to the V cut, but I also love my straight cut. I know his answer. His answer is always a straight cut. He doesn't do a lot of V cuts.
I don't like V cuts. They suck. So does punches. Thank you very much.
So now I'm going to turn it over to you. What's yours?
I'm pretty much a V cut guy. I like a punch every now and then. Guillotine. I don't know. Just whatever I have on me. If I don't forget something, I use whatever
Right.
I got. But I don't know. I got my select draw cutter. I like that. That keeps the tobacco out of your mouth, which is really nice. Shout out to Mark with select draw.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks, we're gonna have Keith on in 2 weeks, and then we're gonna have. I'm trying to get Gene Snitsky on, but he's a hard sell. So I'm gonna try to get Lloyd on from deuces. So I'm gonna try to get Lloyd on from the Alpha Wild Samoan School of Wrestling. So we're gonna have and shout out to Matty Rocks, my man, my brother. Love that motherfucker.
Yeah, Bernie said Gene's very hard to get. He is very hard to get. We're working on it.
Well,
We're working on it.
Bernie, you don't realize that I got the juice. Bernie. Come on, dog. We're gonna, you know what? Matter of fact, OG,
so
set your schedule for 2 weeks.
No, don't set it for 2 weeks because we have Keith. We're going to set up another day with Gene. We're going to talk to Gene. We're going to see what day is good for him because we want him on this podcast because we know you guys are going to enjoy it. But
it's not my fault.
Back to earlier,
it's not my
Bernie
fault.
said that's almost the usual as the Sun Country, but he's smoking something special with a special blend. Nice.
It's not my fault.
Very nice.
Yo, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
So everybody watching, what is your favorite cut on a cigar? Since this has been a running topic on quite a bit of podcasts and lives that I've been on.
What was the question?
You gotta follow us on Facebook, bro. We're on Facebook. Check us out. Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. Go on Facebook and follow.
So anyway, there has, what was I gonna say? I apologize, guys. I lost my train of thought.
Joey, what do you do?
So that's what I was gonna ask. So So Bernie said he's an old school guy. He's a punch guy. Coop said he's a V cut or a punch. You know, I'm personally, I don't mind a punch once in a while, but it's not something that I go out of my way to use. But like if I have a lighter that has a punch and I forget a cutter, or I can't find my cutter, I'll use the punch once in a while. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know. It's just there's something about it I can't figure out what it is. There's just something about it I'm not a fan of. Not saying it's bad. Everybody's got their own personal preferences. Straight cut, V cut, punch, crown cut, diagonal cut, whatever you want to call it. Some people decapitate the entire cigar. I've seen it. It's actually hilarious to watch because at that point they're just smoking leaf. There's no substance to that cigar at that point. It just starts unraveling and cracking. I know OG has seen it. I've seen it where somebody scalps the entire cigar, and it looks just like it looks literally just flat. It just looks flat. It's actually hilarious. But those are people that don't smoke too often or that are just learning to smoke. And that's where guys like us us on here, the two guys that I know that are watching that have been commenting back and forth with us, that's our turn to teach them how to cut a cigar so that they don't keep decapitating their cigars and they get to enjoy their cigars.
So let's talk about wrestling. So yesterday was Drew Estate Barn Smoker. We couldn't make it because Joey had to work. So shout out to Lloyd. Shout out to Matty Rocks, my man, my brothers. So what do you think of Drew Estate stuff, OG?
Hey, listen. My mic's on. Great. Yeah, no, I love Drew Estate, man. They're fantastic.
I will say that you were echoing a little bit, so that may have been why it was muted, or I don't know if it muted itself, but there was a tad bit of echo, just a little bit, not much, but
it's your fucking headset, bro.
I know you love Drew Estate probably just as much as I do. And a lot of people are gonna laugh when I tell them, but when it comes to Drew Estate, I'm a little bit of a Liga Bravado whore because I like it.
You're a whore. What? He said I'm a whore. You're $10 for a blowjob. Just saying.
This guy really throws off my train of thought here. This guy's really throwing off my train of thought. I don't know how to deal with him this early.
Cheers. Cheers.
There's been a lot that's went on in. I mean, speaking of Drew Estate, since we're on the cigar topic, they just quietly released another brand, another line under the Drew Estate brand.
What was that?
They just released the Chateau Royale, which was one of their original blends and brands that they kind of faded away from, but it was so sought after that JD decided to re-release the brand for mass production again. If it's not mass production, it's a very limited quantity production at a time. But from what I understand, it was very sought after. You know, I had heard rumors about it. I had heard it. I had never gotten my hands on it. So now that it's out, I think I'm going to go try to find it and smoke it because I'm interested to try it and see what it's all about. It's a Connecticut, but from what I've read and what I've heard, it's a nice creamy Connecticut with Nicaraguan binder and filler. So it's got that pepper. It's got that little bit of kick. It's got some probably lightest light blondie or espresso roast coffee notes. You know, the little stuff like that. Are you having fun there?
So shout out to my brother-in-law. Look at it. Look. That's me. That's me.
So now, anybody in the comments or OG want to touch on anything cigar related, anything good he smoked lately, anything new, anything different?
Wrestling, whatever.
We're gonna get to that.
Whatever.
It's the Chateau Royale, Bernie. I'll send you a picture of what it looks like. It just came out, I think the other day or last week or something like that. It was quietly released. I didn't know nothing about it. And Bernie can tell you I'm a very big Drew Estate guy. And the fact that I didn't know about it, you know, and I kind of follow what they release is saying that that's how quiet it was because I didn't see anything posted about it. So it should be very, very interesting to see what comes of that, and if they make it in the Habano and the Maduro, or if they just keep it like it used to be, which from what I understand was just a strict Connecticut cigar from top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
So we'll see.
Top to bottom.
I'm really enjoying this. It's been a long time since I had one of these.
And what are you smoking?
The CLE Habano.
You're welcome.
The CLE Habano.
You're welcome. So
Monday or Tuesday, I got a very nice 5-pack coming in that I'm gonna let sit, and maybe I'll give a review on it and post a video to our page for you guys to see what I'm smoking. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. I might just keep it a secret.
Secret?
I might just keep it a secret.
I don't understand.
OG knows what 5-pack I have coming.
I don't understand.
Because I told him what I got coming. Now, OG, did you order that 5-pack yet or no?
No.
Because the discount code that I have is good for the whole month.
I'll get there. I'll get them.
No. I'm saying I'll send it to you. This way you have it, so that you can get the code. But from what I heard from everybody that smoked it, it's absolutely phenomenal. I've heard it's absolutely tremendous.
Nice.
So I'm very curious to try it. They released the Maduro first. And then they said in the beginning of next year, they're going to release the Habano and the Connecticut, so that there's a different strength for everybody. I'm going to work and see if I can maybe get them on here to jump on a Sunday morning with us. And no, not Cody sticks, Bernie.
Cody sticks.
No, I haven't bought Cody sticks yet. I'm going to.
Fuck Cody.
This is somebody else's sticks.
Cody got his own sticks.
No, not Cody Rhodes.
Oh.
Well,
we would appreciate Cody Rhodes sticks, but you know somebody got to help us out. His name is Bernie. He got to help us out with the sticks.
But as I was saying, I'm going to see if I can talk to the two guys that released this cigar. And I'm going to see if we can get them to jump on with us on a Sunday morning, and you know, we'll smoke it together and we'll talk about it, and you guys can ask them questions, and you know, they can kind of talk to you guys about what it's about. I've heard what it's about, but there's some people in here that I'm sure haven't heard about it. It's called, the cigar itself is called the Oblata. and it's released in a Maduro, a San Andreas Maduro. It's a Toro size 6x52, and it's all Nicaraguan binder and filler. So I'm very excited to try it. I've been seeing a lot of my people smoke it, and it wasn't out yet. I didn't have any, so I placed the order the other day. They should be here. Actually, what's today? Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
They're in Newburgh, so they should probably be here tomorrow morning.
They'll be here tomorrow.
They'll be here tomorrow. I'll post it up. I'll post up my mail call. You guys can see what I got. What are you drinking, OG? You drinking coffee or you drinking some extra special stuff?
Nope, coffee.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm drinking.
Yeah. Shout out to coffee.
And
Eat
guess
a bag of dicks.
guess what? Guess what creamer I bought?
Eat a bag of dicks.
I bought my Cinnabon creamer.
Yo, shout out
Oh,
to
nice.
coffee.
I bought the Cinnabon
Yo.
creamer for like $5 in Dollar General because I was craving that. But now the problem is I'm all out of fucking coffee.
Shout out to
So if
coffee.
anybody watching has any coffee
Shout out
brands
to
that want to send us coffee, by all means, we're willing to accept coffee as well. Just
Shout out
just
to
putting
coffee.
that out there. Just putting that out there.
Shout out to
Just saying. Just saying. I know OG's a coffee guy. I don't consider myself a coffee connoisseur, but I like a good coffee a good gourmet coffee once in a while, you know.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So let's talk about wrestling.
Yeah, let's get into that now. There's been a lot that's gone on this past week. As always, CM Punk is doing his trolling routine of trolling the entire world of where he's going to go next, if he's going to go anywhere again. War Games was also just announced for Survivor Series, and it's Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and one other person. I can't remember it off the top of my head, against the Judgment Day. I think that should be an interesting match. I think that'll be a very interesting match and an interesting concept to see where they go with that. Because I think pretty soon Cody is going to get his world title that he so rightfully deserves, in my opinion. Sammy is just another one who just knows how to get himself over. Jay is doing what he needs to be doing on his own. I think what they did by making him leave was great, because it's showing you that he can go on his own. He doesn't need the help of anybody to do this. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see where they go out of this storyline. In my opinion, I think it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this after. Because the question next is, do they throw maybe the bloodline in there? But then there is no bloodline. That's the thing. You can't do anything with the bloodline against anybody because it's just Roman, Jay, and Solo. They don't have the manpower like they did before.
Correct.
So it'll be interesting to see what goes on and you know how they go about doing this. I'm very curious.
So what do you got to say, OG?
Hey, I think, I think Roman still needs the people around him. I think Roman is overrated. He can't do anything on his own. He needs a cast of characters. In my opinion, Roman Reigns is not the greatest champion ever.
No, he's not.
I'm not going to say he's the greatest, but
he can't do anything on his own. He's always got to have a cast. He's got to have Paul Heyman there. That's what makes Roman Reigns look good, is the bloodline makes Roman Reigns look good.
Well, I mean,
he's overrated in my opinion. He can't win anything. He hasn't won. I think he's won legitimately 2 matches clean. And everything else, he's needed help.
But that's part of, and I think to me that's part of what a faction's supposed to do. The leader is never supposed to.
Triple H didn't need that. Triple H didn't need that.
evolution was a
Triple H
different.
won clean. Yes, he did have his crony jump in from time to
Yeah,
time,
I mean,
but
and
Triple
again,
H was clean. Ric Flair,
it's all.
he
You
won
have to
he
look
won a ton of
right.
his championships clean. He didn't need
I
any
mean,
help.
no, but also look at the difference in those, those stables are fact. Well, no, I'm not going to call them factions. I'm going to call them stables because that's what they used to be called. Everybody in there could hold their own weight. Now everybody in the bloodline is interfering more because of the fact that they don't have the numbers game anymore. See, when they had the numbers game, it was very easy to have Roman win a match clean because there was 3 other guys on the outside. But
Clean.
at the same time, I personally
I'm on mute again, so I don't know.
No, you're unmuted. I can hear you. But what I was saying was, I like, there are some guys that are just meant for stables or factions and stuff like that. I think personally Roman is one of those guys because he does tend to elevate everybody else around him, which he
disagree.
does. I see. I think he does because the Usos
I thought
were
I thought Seth Rollins carried the Shield.
See, I didn't see that.
See, Roman needed the Shield. Roman needed the Shield. Roman needs the bloodline. Roman needs Paul Heyman. I mean, you look at Brock Lesnar. He doesn't need Paul Heyman.
You could say that.
Paul Heyman, Brock never had anyone interfere in his matches.
No, but you could say he doesn't need Paul Heyman now. When Brock first came
in the sense of Paul Heyman, what I'm saying is, and what I'm saying in the sense of Paul Heyman is that Paul didn't interfere with Brock's matches.
No,
Brock won those matches
because Brock was a legitimate.
Thank you.
Badass. In my opinion, listen, I've said that from day one. Brock was, when they build Brock as the next best, the next biggest thing, Brock was the next biggest thing. Because Brock did things that nobody his fucking size should have been doing. He shouldn't have been doing. Listen, but what I'm saying is he shouldn't have been doing shooting star presses. He shouldn't have been doing half the shit he was doing. But he could also wrestle 20, 25 minutes with no problem.
Right. But what I'm saying is, in the sense of the image of being a champion, Roman Reigns needs somebody to participate in every single one of his matches. Brock Lesnar did not.
Now,
Brock needed nobody. Brock even defended his title against people jumping into his match.
Right.
Roman, on the other hand, to me, and this is just me, that interference makes Roman look weak. And from day one, WWE has had it in their head to make Roman reign where he is now. He needs that.
Right.
That's why I don't think Roman is a complete champion. Roman needs help to be a champion. Brock did not need help to be a champion.
To touch on what we were talking about before, from Coop, he said, I think there'll be more added to that War Games match. Roman used the bloodline the way he did because their family there showing family dominance in the industry, which he is right. So what they're trying to do is make Roman the one and only dominant. They're trying to make Roman be the most dominant Samoan they've had. That's what that is. I know what he's saying. I understand what you're saying, but I also understand it from his point of view as well. Is they're trying to show you that there's a family lineage and that Roman is the greatest and longest reigning world champion that family has had, making him the head of the table.
I don't disagree with that, and I'm not discrediting what Coop is saying.
No,
I think Coop very eloquently put that out there, and I understand where he's coming from. I think I'm not relaying what I'm saying about the perception of a champion. To me, Roman Reigns is not on the same level as guys like The Rock, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, especially Stone Cold. Stone Cold was another one that needed nobody to assist him in defending his championship.
Right. And you know, and I'm looking at it from the aspect of as well. I think for me, Roman is one of the more complete champions we've had in a while because of you have to look at it as the eras as well. You know, so like I'm looking at it from that aspect of as far as the Attitude Era went, Austin was the top heel champion because you could do whatever you wanted.
So,
you know what I'm trying to say. If that
I know what you're trying to say. Like to kind of go back to what Coop was saying about a family lineage. I get that, but you're throwing out names like Evolution and DX. They weren't family lineages. You got to go back to the Von Erichs. Okay, you want to compare the Samoans versus the Von Erichs? Absolutely, Samoans blow them away. Absolutely.
Let's go back to
you know, if you want to compare them to the Hearts. Absolutely.
Right. I mean,
that's a family lineage. You know, you want to compare him to Randy Orton and Bob Orton. Absolutely.
Well, I think
I agree with that.
I think the reason he was throwing those names out is because we were talking about, you know, how you were saying, you know, Triple H was winning clean, Ric Flair won clean. I think that's where he was bringing up the DX, the Evolution, the Shield, as far as they were stables, but they weren't a family lineage faction.
So let's go back to Von Erichs.
Hold
on. Von Erichs.
Hold on. Someone get Coop a code to get in here. Let's bring Coop on. H, can you get?
He's at work. He's at work right now.
Still? All right. Yeah. Well, listen.
He's at work.
Coop, you got to come on sometime. This is a fantastic conversation. I'm not belittling anything that anybody on here is saying. Right. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. This is a fantastic discussion. I think I'm just not. I think I got tunnel vision right now on my image of what the greatest champion is, and there's clearly.
I mean, I know what you're saying. But
everybody's coming from different angles, I think, on the same topic.
Right.
In my opinion, Roman Reigns is overrated. Side. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Roman should just go to Hollywood, be done with it, go to Hollywood. You know what? Let's settle this. Let's get The Rock in the ring with Roman Reigns.
Well,
and let's just settle this.
From what he said, and Coop actually just said what you just said. There you go. There's your comment, OG. He said, "Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't think Roman is the GOAT by far." So I think it's hard to come up with GOAT, especially. It's in my opinion, it's hard to come up with a GOAT in wrestling. And it goes back to what Joey said. You know, Joey was saying it's a generational thing. So how do you compare generations and champions over time? I hear what you're saying, Coop. I totally get what you're saying. Again, it's just I'm a literal guy. So when you say who is, you know, the champion of all champions, in my mind, Roman Reigns, yes, is in that conversation. But no, I don't think he is on the Mount Rushmore. In my mind, he is not in my Mount Rushmore of greatest champions of all time. Right. So now what were you
saying? That's just me.
Now what were you saying before?
So the Von Erichs.
You need to turn towards the camera so we can hear you.
The Von Erichs. So let's talk about the Von Erichs. So I started my wrestling career in Dallas, Texas. Okay. The Von Erichs are the lineages of professional wrestling. Them guys have been in professional wrestling for over 60 years. Shout out to Lloyd. Shout out to all of them. I'm the booker for Lloyd. Shout out if you want to book Lloyd. Hit me up. You can book Lloyd if you want. So Shout out to them. So shout out to Samoans. So listen, here's the deal. So everybody says that Roman Reigns is the GOAT. Roman Reigns is not the fucking GOAT. And I will tell him to his face, he's not the GOAT. You are not the GOAT, Roman. Roman, go fuck yourself. Because you are not the GOAT. You are not the guy that did all of this. Rikishi, everybody else under him. Listen, Roman Reigns, you are not the GOAT of professional wrestling today. I am.
You're not either.
I am. I'm the fucking
Listen.
No.
There's no doubt that the Samoas over the years have had a great influence in wrestling. I mean,
they, for the
go
most part,
back.
They run wrestling at this point now, as far as I think, in my opinion, the most family members involved in the business. Because you have Lance, you have Lloyd, you have Roman, you have Rock, you have Rikishi, you have the Usos, you have Ava, you have Zilla.
I think they're definitely.
I think what I'm looking at it as far as like strong family lineage, still till this day, it is the Samoans, no matter how you look at it.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying opposite of you. I'm agreeing with you.
No, I know.
That right now in wrestling, they are definitely monopolizing the industry in the sense of talent that they have within professional wrestling.
And not only that,
but I guess what I was trying to say, you can go all the way back to, guys like Snuka, and there's another guy, and I can't think of his name.
Chief Peter Maivia.
Yeah, way back, like The Rock's father, and you know what I mean. Like those guys are the ones that made wrestling even. They took physicality to a whole new level back in the 70s. So they just elevated that.
So here's the scoop. A lot of people say, is wrestling real or fake? So I'm going to tell you right now. So you have that part where it's real, that I don't like certain people. And then you have that part where it's fake, where like, hey, listen.
Well, it's not technically fake.
Correct.
It's not fake.
Correct.
You're not addressing it the right way. What he's saying is,
go ahead.
We know who's winning whatever match it is when we walk in.
Right.
But everything that goes on in the ring is 100% real.
Correct.
From the man hours, from the training hours that everybody puts in, to the time it takes to be able to make that match look as good as it does. But on that note, we're going to ring the bell. We're going to go to commercial. And we're going to come back and we're going to touch on some other fun topics. So I'm going to turn it over to our producer to play you guys a little bit of a commercial and give us a few minutes to regroup and come back. But until then, we have a comment that we're going to use, and we're going to talk about that because I think he's right. He says, in my opinion, wrestling has gone back to big guys doing, quote, superhuman things. Wrestling needs more Bret Hart's, Mr. Perfect, Dean Malenko's, but that's a topic for another day. You're absolutely right, it is. And I think, in my opinion, the closest we've had to
let's go to commercial.
The closest we've had to a Mr. Perfect and a Shawn Michaels is Dolph Ziggler. In my opinion, as far as the selling and just the overall ability to make people look good.
And before we break real quick, the only thing I want to touch on when we get back is I 1,000% agree with Rich, absolutely. But I also think they need to get back to learning how to mic and how to act, and because I think this younger generation doesn't know
Right.
how to present a story
Well,
and how to
and I think
act, and we were in that, in defense of my statement, or in opposite, devil's advocate of my statement. I also think that the industry is now focusing more on the physicality and the wrestling,
what's up, Alex? What's
and
up? What's up?
they've gotten away from all of that. We were spoiled
100%.
with DX in that
I mean,
generation, and
yeah,
they
you
knew
were
how to
spoiled.
present
You think
a
about it,
story, and now they don't know how to present a story.
right?
And matter of
In
fact,
my opinion, I
storylines
think you're
last a
right.
week or two now, and that's it, and they're on
You've
to something
been,
else.
yeah, and I'm the same way. Like, I agree. We were spoiled, from the Attitude Era, in my opinion, all the way up through the Ruthless Aggression era, and early into the PG era, and that was about it. Then it became, you had the one-off storylines with DX that lasted 3-4 months, which was great. The Rock would pop in from time to time and do his thing. Jericho would pop in every 3 to 4 years for a 6-month run. So that's just me. But so we have, what's up, Alex? What are you smoking, bro? I know you're smoking. I seen you send the picture. What are you smoking, bro? Talk to us. Tell us what you're smoking. But I will say I'm thoroughly enjoying this CLE Habano 6x60 with the V cut. How you enjoying that BX3 over there, OG?
Burning my fingertips on this one. I really like it. Really like it.
That is absolutely one of my now go-to CAOs that I can find. There's just something about it that I love. So he said he's smoking a Romeo and Juliet vintage with some coffee. That's what I'm talking about, Alex.
That's classic. He's
talking
gone
about.
old school.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a nice, good way to start your morning. But on that note, stay right here. Stay tapped in with us. We're going to kick it over to our commercial. We're going to ring that bell. We're going to bring you guys some commercials.
Hey, it's Michelle from Park Lane Tobacconist. Come on down for a great selection of pipe tobaccos, cigars, accessories, you name it. Come on down and check us out. I want to thank Turnbuckles and Stogies for promoting us on their program, and back to them at MBR Radio.
What is up? We are back. It's me. It's your boy, the Vanilla Gorilla. I'm still smoking my CLE Habano 6x60. I'm feeling like I'm in a big ring gauge smoking mood. The OG is having a little bit of technical difficulties. He's getting that fixed, but don't worry, you have me. I'm the favorite person of this whole podcast anyway. I can run this all by myself. They don't need to be here. Make sure you save that. You got to save them. Save at least one. So anyway, this is what I'm starting the day with. I haven't decided if I'm gonna end my day with this 7x70 Asylum 13 Oblongata. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm really looking forward to getting my 5-pack of the Oblatas tomorrow from Aragon Factory. I'm looking so forward to smoking those. Those might not even make it into the humidor. I'll just be honest. I'm probably going to smoke one tomorrow when it comes in because I don't think I can hold out long enough to let them sit for a few days.
Shout out to King Chi. I knew humor yesterday. Shout out to King Chi.
But yeah, shout out to King Chi, to Kernup for sending us humidors. I know OG got a lighter from Kernup as well. I know he got one. I got one. I actually got the same set as OG. I got the same set as him. See, look, OG, look. I'm telling you. Look what Alex said. Wait till you taste it, Joey. The Oblata is great. See,
maybe one day.
I'm gonna have to try that. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to try that tomorrow. But as you can see, I got the same set as OG. I had my pick. They told me I could get this one or I could get the other one, but I decided to get this one because I want to make sure that, you know, me and him don't have the same lighter so we don't get mixed up. I like so I'm gonna say that the V cut is nice. I haven't used it yet. The carbon fiber printing is absolutely amazing. The only thing I wish it was, OG, and I think you can attest to this too, I wish it was metal. I wish it was a heavier metal. Because this plastic it's okay, but it's not doing it for me, if that makes any sense.
So next week is our Thanksgiving edition. We're doing our Thanksgiving edition next week. So we're gonna probably be up in Park Lane Tobacconist. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing, but we're probably gonna be in Park Lane Tobacconist next week. So make sure you check us out at Park Lane Tobacconist. We're gonna be there. Myself, Boss Dog, aka Big Dog, my man, the Vanilla Gorilla, and the OG Cigar Tender. So we're gonna be up there. We're gonna be chilling, smoking and drinking. Shout out to the $80 room. Shout out to the $80 room where you can smoke and drink. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Maybe if we get that room, maybe we'll just say fuck it and we'll film the podcast there. I think that's not a bad idea, OG. What do you think?
Hey, whatever you guys want to do.
You know, I was thinking about it. The lounge is nice, and you know that, and I know that. But if we do it in that room, you know, then at least we don't have to worry about bothering anybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, we don't bother anybody there. They love it. The guys love it. They actually, I talked to them the other day, and they asked when we were coming back, and I said I didn't know.
I'm glad that they're enjoying it. You know, I'm glad they're allowing us to do that. You know, because I think for them too, it's nice because it's something different. Not a lot of lounges do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, Coop can attest to this because I reached out to him. The Ashholes, the New York Ashholes, would love us to have us back down there too. So,
that is Coop's comment. Bother everyone.
Fuck it. I bother everyone, Coop. You know that. I bother everybody. I don't give a fuck. I care less. I bother everybody, Coop. You know that. Eat a bag of dicks.
Oh.
Eat a bag of dicks.
There's also a few other things we got in the works as well. As far as the podcast goes, we've contacted a few different places. He said, "Not you. No, you don't bother anybody."
No, I Coop. I never bother nobody, Coop.
Did you see that, OG? He said he don't bother nobody. He said, "No, not you."
I never bother nobody. Mind your business. That's the wife, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's
the wife.
There's a few things.
there. Listen, throws the comments in there. The wife throws the comments in there. Shout out to the wife for 30 years.
There's
Give me back of dicks.
there's a few things that we've got in the works as well. You know, as far as what we're doing, we're waiting on an email back from
Destination Hurt.
well, I wasn't gonna say that, but that's okay.
Cat's out of the bag now.
It's already out there now because he can't keep things a secret. He sucks.
Destination Hurt.
He sucks at keeping secrets. That's why we don't tell him anything.
No, I don't suck, motherfucker. You do.
No, you suck at keeping secrets.
No, you suck.
You have a really big fucking mouth. You can't keep anything. You can't keep anything open. Your mouth has to be open 100%.
Bro.
Shout out to Pez. Shout out to Pez. Shout out to Pez.
But yeah.
That guy fucking Pez.
So
you know that guy Pez?
We're working on that. Destination Hurt, we're waiting to hear back from them. As far as me, I've reached out to a company in Pennsylvania. They're looking to fill out their roster for 2024. So I've reached out to them. We'll see. Maybe you'll see more of me in Pennsylvania in the confines of a squared circle. What do you smoke? The Brosio?
Yep.
That's that's Drew, right?
Yep.
I haven't had that. How is that?
Yeah.
It's absolutely, for the price of the stick, it's really good.
That's what is that, like a $4 or a $5 stick, right?
Well, in New York it's an $11, but yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I think certain places
It's a $5 normally a $5 smoke.
But that's a nice dark wrap.
Yeah, I think this is the where's my fucking camera? There it is.
There you go. See that? Look, I can see it now. Good job. Hey, asshole. No, I think that looks more of like a I could be wrong, but that looks kind of like a broadleaf wrapper. Now I could be 100% wrong because I don't know enough about that cigar to tell you.
I thought it was a Maduro. I could be wrong, but
it
very tasty, very thorough.
Might be Maduro. Like I said, I don't know enough about that to be able to kind of, give you like a rundown of what it is or give the people watching a rundown because I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got a little hint of coffee or espresso in it, but it's got your initial light up. It's got a nice pop to it, nice little eye opener, little spice in there. I'm horrible telling black pepper versus white pepper, but there's definitely a pepper sensation in there.
So I've learned you can kind of tell which is which. The white pepper will kind of sit in the back.
No, this is initial. This is an initial boom.
So it
doesn't linger. It doesn't linger.
That's just a nice little pop of like the black pepper because the white pepper. You'll know when you have a little bit of white pepper in there because it'll sit almost. It's gonna sound weird, but like at the back of your throat.
Yep.
That's where the black pepper. That's where the white pepper will sit, and then you'll feel it when you retro this way. You'll feel that tingle of the white pepper. You'll feel how much more powerful it can be. Yeah, I mean this CLE Habano. It's been a while, so I'm kind of. If you notice, I'm kind of looking at it while I'm smoking it because it's been so long since I've had one. But for those who don't know, CLE also makes Asylum as well.
Well, on that note, let's go to commercial.
No, we're not going to go to commercial. We just came back from commercial. We just came back from commercial. Relax. Don't get ahead of yourself. Chill. Yeah, so with this Habano, I'm getting kind of a faint hit of like a black pepper. I'm getting some light espresso notes, a little hint of like a milk chocolate or a light cocoa You know, this is a very good cigar. I think the average price on these in New York is $16 or $17.
Yeah, it
So
sucks in New York.
that's to you, OG.
What's that?
How does it feel to be the special guest ref for the dog and the gorilla?
Hey, listen, I'm just a sidekick. You know, they're Superman and Batman. I'm just fucking Robin. That's it.
Motherfucker, you are the sidekick, and don't ever
I'm a
forget that shit.
jabroni. I know my role.
You fucking sidekick. Don't ever forget your role, motherfucker.
Just make sure you do this.
Don't ever forget your role.
Just pat yourself on the back.
Just go like this. Shout out to Barry Horowitz.
But yeah, I mean, listen, there's New York is not the greatest for taxes as far as cigars go. Every once in a while, you'll find those little hole in the wall stores.
Well,
like I know of one.
Well, it passed the House in New York State to bump it up to 95%. It's got to go through the state Senate now.
I don't think it will.
It looks like they got the numbers, but they're not taking that vote until the Senate reconvenes in February or March.
We'll see. I mean, by then, at that point, it might change. You know what I mean? You know, it might be something different.
New York's trying to push tobacco out of the state altogether. So I don't know.
California tried that. But then California dropped their taxes just recently.
And I'm hoping New York follows suit, but we'll see.
They dropped their tobacco tax. So I know usually if California does it, I know sometimes we follow. But there's one hole in the wall little spot I do eventually have to get you to. He's a little small walk-in humidor. I don't know if you guys know, but there's an Indian res past Long Island. Wait, what? Did you know that?
Me?
Did you know that there's an Indian res that we can go to buy cigars that won't be expensive?
I didn't know that. I know there's one in upstate. I know there's one up north.
Did not know that, but I also haven't been down that way. But there's this one hole in the wall, little it's a deli. It's a deli who has a walk-in humidor. Dude, he's got stuff that I haven't seen in a long time. I got to take you to Connecticut to the secret location. As Pugs would say, it's blop worthy. I have to get you to there at some point because it's just when you walk in, dude, you're not gonna know what to do with yourself. You're not gonna know what to do with yourself if I take you to that spot in Connecticut.
Looking forward to it.
So
mind your business.
You'll enjoy that. We're gonna have to get you down there. Maybe we'll figure it out. We'll set up a day for you to come down and we'll go out that way. Because it's not a far ride. It's like I think 30, 35, 40 minutes from me. It's right over the border in Connecticut. It's not that bad. But it's a very blop-worthy location, as Pugs would put it. It's a location that if he does not have it, it no longer exists.
Right.
Cool. Or there are certain places that he doesn't get from, or there are certain things he doesn't want. Like he just got Pravada right after PCA. But he didn't get everything Pravada has.
No, that's
he got the blue cheese.
Right.
He got a few other Pravada products, but like he told him, this is what I want. Don't send me all this other, not that Pravada makes bullshit, because they don't. But like, he doesn't want all the other odds and ends, little, bullshit stuff. So on that note, everybody, we're gonna cut this podcast for the day. So on that note, I'm the Vanilla Gorilla. That's the big dog. That's the OG. This has been Prime Time Sunday of Turnbuckles and Stogies. Always remember to keep smoking great cigars, no matter what it is. It's always a great cigar. Put some smoke in the air. Put in Turnbuckles and Stogies.
Episode 9.
Every Saturday or Sunday, depending on when we can get our guests. So that's been it. That's a wrap, everybody. Let's tag out. Let's hit the 3 count. That's it.
That's it, baby.
That's the show for today, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with an all-new show. And remember, you can listen to us again and again. The podcast of this radio show is available right after we go off the air tonight, anywhere that you can get your podcast episodes. And thanks for joining us today. I'd like